Hi guys, this is Lashette from Scarlet Moon Creations and I'm back with a new video. This is my Spring Equinox Grimoire Book of Shadows page making video. Before I go on, I would just like to remind you that the genocide of Palestinians is still going on. The genocide of the Congolese is still going on. Please do check the websites, the social media accounts I've linked below to. If you haven't watched any of my previous videos, find out more information about what's been going on, not just over the last few months, but over the years, so you have some historical reference and context, and this is recent history, but also to figure out what's going on the day-to-day and how you can continue to help and support. Please feel free to spread these links. They are not mine. They are from the people and their descendants, the diaspora of these countries, people who have family there, people who are living in Palestine, and people who are living in the Democratic Republic of Congo, and sharing the information about what's happening to them. Please do take care of yourself when following, especially the social media accounts. People sharing what's happening, it's violent, it's deadly, it's genocide, and it's not pretty. Imagine how they feel living there. So check the links in the descriptions for any updates and spread the word. That being said, the purpose of this video is to start a new video series, hopefully. This is me going slightly out of my comfort zone. First off, I'm starting a Patreon account. The point is, there are more videos I would like to do and more videos I've been asked to do. And just content in general people would like me to share, but I can't, in good self-care, do these things without some money coming in. Like, they take up more time, and time I would need for, work. So since this in particular does have some overlap with my work, I thought to share here. So one of the things that will be offered via my Patreon are PDFs, Book of Shadows or Grimoire pages, herbal materia medica, materia magica pages, however you wish to put it. And I'm going to show you how I create those pages here. So you can see how these are done. If you don't want the PDF files, you don't have to join my Patreon. This is in tandem with my spiritual practice. I am a witch, a Wiccan in particular, but for the purpose of this video, we'll keep that general idea. What I have been wanting to do is to expand my Book of Shadows, my personal Book of Shadows, and materia medica, materia magica, those things, but I often put making new pages or spreads off. And years pass and I never do, and then one day I'm like, how do I do this? How do I make this? If I had written it down at any point, that would have been great. So I also do like journaling. I like art journaling, and this brings all of that together, and some of you will get the benefit of that, either information or content. If you want to do something similar or the same, you can. It's an artistic outlet, and first, let me show you the notebook I will be using. Was a gift from a dear, dear friend. This is a Brian Proud notebook, sketchbook, a deluxe hardcover sketchbook. with a pocket, 192 pages of archival paper. I have left this little slip on because I love it. Let me put it in the sun. Look at that. If you are new here, I own both Brian Froud Fairies Oracles, and I am a green witch. Or I should say, green witchcraft is part of my craft, part of my magic, part of my practice. And so working with the Fae kind of overlaps in that way. My friend was like, I saw this, I knew you had the decks and you love the artwork of Brian Froud, and thought of you. It was calling to me like, hey, Lashette, you should get this. She held on to this for almost a year before we saw each other because she lives on the opposite side of the country. And it has some sketches from Brian Froud himself. And I love that. But yeah, when she handed it to me, I was like, it's gorgeous, because it is. But also, I don't know what to do with it. I don't necessarily consider myself an artist. But yeah. And she was like, they said you will know what to do when it is time. So I've been holding on to it. I got it last October. And isn't she lovely? Right. So this is the notebook I'll be using. It's unlined sketchbook paper. Roughly 8.5 by 11. But I think just slightly bigger than that. So sketches in the back. And here's the pocket. So, hopefully over the year, possibly years, you'll be seeing some pages in here. I plan to do pages for kind of recipes, in a sense, of the different things that I'm making, both for my business and for my personal practice. Maybe, like I said, materia magica. So herbal health related things, but also herbal witchcraft, pagan recipes. My bath and body items for my shop, and trying new recipes in here. What we're starting out with today, and I hadn't fully thought through what the title of this video should be, because that's why I was like weird in the beginning. I'm going to be doing some fixed candles for the Sabbats. I am a Wiccan. I celebrate the 8 spokes of the Wheel of the Year, which consists of the 4 quarter Sabbats and the 4 cross quarter Sabbats. And that includes things like Samhain, or which happens around Halloween, winter solstice, Oimilk, spring equinox, Beltane, autumn equinox, summer solstice, Lunasa, or Lammas, and autumn equinox. And I have a candle that I made years and years ago for Beltane. Because of the way I was taught candle magic, isn't that the way? And this is what I have an affinity for, these large 7-day pull-out candles. Now, on this one, I carved it, like I said, years ago. Not gonna lie, I forgot for many years to use this. And I carved the Green Man and Fire, because all of these are solar festivals. Oh no, this is the Green Man. This might be just the green woman over there. And it's a fixed candle, so there's stuff on the bottom to draw in and all of that. They're 7-day pull-out candles, and a year or two ago, I got a whole bunch in various colors from a friend. They come like this, and here's an old glass container, and they just slide in. Like I said, I want to make one for every Sabbat. That is for me and my practice. They're not for a specific magical intention except celebrating the solar fire festival with fire, the seasons, and that kind of thing. I'll go into more details in another video. First, I want to plan what herbs I'm going to use on them, any other ingredients, and the colors, more specifically the symbols I will be carving into them. This is not necessarily a Wiccan thing or New Age or whatever. I believe this comes from a mix of African diasporic traditions. For me, carved fixed candles that you feed with things like honey and iron filings are something that comes from Hoodoo and Santeria in this area of the world. Not carving a candle, not having herbs or glitter or honey and iron filings is just weird. So, this video is going to be me artistically decorating the page, showing you what I plan to do, and later on I will scan and upload it as a PDF, like I said, to my Patreon. If you would like to support my business and gain yourself this PDF file so you don't have to make your own, go ahead. I may do these videos live in the future, like the artistic journaling ones for the Book of Shadows or Grimoire. That sort of depends on me, time, and you, and how much you want that. So you can join me in creating it together. Look for a video of me carving the candle and doing the things that I wrote down in here. I will link in the description all of my supplies and things. So that is it. Let's switch to the overhead shot so you can see me creating the page. So I have laid out here the supplies I'm planning on using, plus a fairy oracle card for inspiration and guidance. I know I want color on these pages, not just black and white, especially since each candle will be a different color. These may also be junk journal style pages. Don't think I'll stick to one particular style. But first, I'm using this pink watercolor for the candle, and links in the description for the supplies. The letter stickers fit the color scheme, and I plan to use them to make my title. It helps me to mark out the ones I want to use ahead of time, making sure I have enough capital and lower cases to spell what I need. So I just mark the sheet with a pen. As for the pattern sheets of paper, I want to have them included somehow as they have early spring vibes. I just want to compare color palettes to see which fits best. That's why I'm holding them up to the letters. Both the papers and the stickers I got from Dollar Tree for other reasons and pulled them out for this, so they won't be listed in the description. I'm leaving a couple of pages in the beginning for other uses. Anyway, I've already penciled in an outline of what I want to go where. A fairly simple page. I really want the focus to be on the carvings I will do on the candles. So an almost full-size candle, drawing on the left, on the right, corresponding colors and ingredients on the left. This is not a how-to page. I'll do one of those separately. Some necessary items for fixed candles go there since those don't change. Anyway, I start out with the decorative papers here. I want that torn edge and making sure it fits in that bottom corner and it doesn't block the candle drawing. I want something to like balance out the top, but I had less room, so a smaller piece of paper. Then I set up for painting the candle. Basically, I'm doing wet on dry, keeping the strokes long and even. While that dries, I'm trying to decide on my lettering, which finally I decided to keep it basic, a sans serif block type. Using the pink and light green Papermate Ink Joy pens and a purple Stabilo since my purple Ink Joy ran out of ink. And my eraser that I'm using is not my fave because it smears often. It may seem redundant, but the candle color is pink. There are 5 symbols I plan to use on this candle specifically. 3 others I now realize will go on all the candles, so I can leave them out for the other pages. The herbs I want to explain a bit. Traditionally, one would use glitter on fixed candles. However, in today's world, I like to consider the planet and sustainability, and most glitter is microplastics. Until I can get something else, I thought using ground up or powdered herbs was better. I've never done this though, so I'm not sure how it will turn out. The ones I chose are appropriate for the season where I live. Lastly, the oils are a base almond oil and the Ostara oil that I've made for years and is available in my shop. Now that my candle is dry, I want to outline it. I don't particularly like black lines, so I'm using the pink pen. I penciled in some lines too strongly and the eraser didn't do a good enough job. I also used these other watercolors from my paint pan tin to do the flame and wick. Sticking on the letters is when I realized that they have a clear backing, not white. So they wound up blending into the background. Not what I intended. I was not happy. For my purposes, it's fine, but I try to fix that in the PDF I offer on Patreon. So the title of the candle will be Ostara. I also draw in the other symbols, how I think I would like them in general, or where I think. Carving that cherry blossom will be the trick later. I'm also using a white Sharpie paint pen to draw some of the symbols, trying to indicate by color which herbs I will use where. And then I trimmed off the excess paper. Now this should be where the page is done, but I wasn't happy. So I came back to it another day. I'd write candle up near the top, but I didn't like it, for example. And then the middle felt really empty. I'm not used to having this much space on a page. So I pulled out some stickers from an old Create 365 planner book. These are supposed to be used in happy planners. This set includes some pink and purple flowers and green leaves, but I thought yellow was a good contrast color for the page overall and use some of those too. It helps to cut them out first, then play with placements, and the tweezers help with placing smaller stickers. I used the flower to cover up that word candle and balance it out on the top and the bottom with more. And then I started playing with a design for the middle. I realized instead of drawing fire, I could have used the symbol for fire, the upright triangle. I pictured a kind of triangle sigil, but not really. I'm not putting this on the candle, but it or something like it may go on all the candle pages. The triangles are of various sizes, somewhat freehand drawn, having something more angular to fill the space kind of settled something within me. So I should explain the symbol placement. This is a 2D picture. The candle is cylindrical, so all the carvings will not be on one side like it seems. You'll see. After days, I decided I would use the purple to go over the lines of the triangles. I wanted to keep the pencil sketch look of it, with some lines thicker or lighter than others. Some extra lines I had made by accident when trying to line things up. Pink was out from the beginning. I just wasn't sure if green or purple would balance out the page colors or overwhelm it or underwhelm it. I'm happy with my final choice. So this is the final page complete. I think I have a general outline of what the other pages will look like, but I'm going to be following my artistic intuition on each one. Since I already have the Beltane candle made, who knows what that page will look like. Links in the description to all of my supplies. I believe, yeah, everything I used minus the tweezers, which I got from a local small business hair supply store, or something that you can buy online. I'll also list the deck in case you're wondering. I just wanted one of the Fae to be watching, and they might be every time I use this journal. Notification bell so you know when the next video is coming. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but I know related to this there will be a video of me carving and dressing the candle for myself. Links in the description to everything I mentioned. There's also a link to my Instagram and Twitter accounts if you'd like to follow me anywhere else. There's a 10% off discount code to my Etsy shop where I make all natural bath and body products as well for witchy and mundane purposes, as well as offer tarot and oracle card readings and maybe some other stuff soon. Thank you guys. Oh wait, also links in the description as a reminder are ways you can support and find out more about what is the genocide in Palestine and the genocide in Congo. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.